Let me tell you something that might shake your soul. Some of the people you love the most, the ones you've trusted with your whole heart, will betray you in ways you never saw coming. And the pain, it cuts deep. It shakes your very foundation. It makes you question everything, your choices, your worth, even your faith in people. But listen to me. Betrayal is not the end of you. It is the revelation of them. See, betrayal doesn't just happen by accident. No. People make a choice to deceive you. They make a decision to walk away. And it's not always because you did something wrong. It's because they never had the same heart as you in the first place. They were in your life for what you could give them, your love, your loyalty, your kindness. But the moment they no longer needed you, they showed you who they really are. And I know it hurts. It burns like fire in your chest. You replay every moment, every conversation, trying to understand why. But hear me when I say this. Their betrayal is not your failure. It's their truth being revealed. Betrayal is one of the most gut-wrenching experiences a person can go through. It doesn't just break your heart, it shakes your soul. The moment you realize that someone you trusted, someone you believed in, has turned their back on you, it feels like the ground beneath your feet is crumbling. But listen to me. Betrayal is not a reflection of who you are. It does not define your worth, your goodness, or your strength. It reveals something far more important, the truth about them. It pulls back the curtain on their intentions, their loyalty, and their true character. You see, when someone betrays you, they are making a statement about themselves, not about you. They are showing you the limits of their love, the cracks in their integrity, and the selfishness that was always lurking beneath the surface. It hurts because you never expected it. You never imagined that someone you stood by, someone you sacrificed for, could turn against you so easily. But betrayal is a teacher, and if you listen closely, it will show you everything you need to know about the people in your life and the kind of love you truly deserve. It's easy to internalize betrayal, to take it as a sign that maybe you weren't good enough, that maybe you did something wrong. But that is a lie. The betrayal was never about you. It was about their inability to be honest, to be faithful, to be true. Think about it. Loyal people don't betray. Honest people don't deceive. Loving people don't turn their backs when things get tough. When someone betrays you, they are revealing that they were never who they pretended to be. Maybe they wore a mask for years. Maybe they told you all the right things, made you feel safe, made you believe they were different. But when the moment came for them to choose between loyalty and selfishness, they showed you exactly who they are. And as much as it hurts, you must believe this. Their betrayal does not lower your value. If anything, it raises your standards. It teaches you that not everyone is worthy of your trust, that not everyone who smiles at you has good intentions. Pain has a way of sharpening our vision. Before betrayal, you might have been blind to the warning signs. Maybe you ignored the little red flags, the moments that didn't sit right with you. Maybe you gave them the benefit of the doubt because that's the kind of person you are, loyal, forgiving, understanding. But betrayal strips away all illusions. It forces you to see people for who they truly are. And that is a painful but necessary gift. Because the truth is, some people are only in your life for what they can take from you. They thrive on your kindness, your love, your generosity. But when they have taken all they can, when you are no longer useful to them, they will leave without a second thought. That's not love. That's not friendship. That's manipulation. And the moment you realize this, you step into a new kind of power. The power of awareness. You stop expecting loyalty from the disloyal. You stop giving second chances to people who have already proven they don't deserve them. One of the hardest things about betrayal is the loneliness it brings. When someone you trusted turns their back on you, it can feel like the whole world has gone cold. You replay every conversation, every moment, trying to understand how you missed the signs. You wonder if you should have done something differently, if you could have prevented it. But let me tell you something. You didn't cause their betrayal. That choice was theirs alone. No amount of love, kindness, or effort could have changed them. A betrayer will always betray, not because of you, but because of who they are. And while the pain of their actions might feel unbearable right now, I promise you, in time, you will see that their betrayal was actually a blessing. It freed you from someone who was never truly for you. It removed a person from your life who didn't deserve to be there. And most importantly, it made room for people who will love you the way you deserve to be loved. You have to understand that betrayal is not a dead end, it's a redirection. When someone betrays you, it's not the universe punishing you, it's the universe protecting you. It is pulling you away from people who were never meant to be part of your future. It is showing you in the most painful way possible who does not belong in your life. And I know that's hard to accept. We want to believe in people. We want to hold on to the good times, to the memories, to the bond we thought was unbreakable. But the truth is, some connections are only meant for a season. Some people come into your life not to stay, but to teach you something about yourself, about your strength, your resilience, your ability to rise even when everything feels broken. And let me tell you, you will rise, you will stand again, you will love again. This pain will not define you. It will not break you. It will shape you, yes, but only into someone stronger, wiser, more aware. You will learn to trust again, but this time you will be careful. You will not give your loyalty so easily. You will not let just anyone into your heart. And that is not bitterness, that is wisdom. Because betrayal is not just about losing someone you thought you could trust. It's about gaining clarity. It's about seeing the difference between real love and fake affection. It's about understanding that the people meant for you will never have to be questioned. They will show up, they will stay, they will never make you doubt their loyalty. And when you find those people, you will realize that the pain of betrayal was worth it. But before you get there, before the healing happens, you have to go through the storm. You have to sit with the pain, let it teach you. And that's the hardest part. Because every betrayal cuts deep. It makes you feel exposed, vulnerable, like your heart has been torn apart. But you must remember, you are not alone. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not unworthy of love just because someone failed to love you the way they should have. The betrayal says nothing about you. It speaks volumes about them. And the day will come when you will look back and realize that losing them was the best thing that could have happened to you. Because you didn't lose someone worthy. You lost someone who was never truly yours to begin with. So don't let betrayal make you bitter. Don't let it harden your heart to the point where you push away the people who actually care. Use it. Use the pain to grow. Use it to set new standards for the kind of people you allow in your life. Because if there's one thing betrayal teaches you, it's that not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Not everyone who claps for you is happy for you, and not everyone who says they love you actually means it. But that's okay, because the right people, they will never betray you. The right people will never make you question their loyalty. The right people will stay through the storms, through the highs and the lows, through the moments when you feel unworthy and unlovable. They will remind you of your worth, not make you doubt it. And that is the real gift of betrayal. It clears the way for the people who are truly meant to be in your life. It teaches you that you don't need everyone to like you, to stay, to be loyal. You just need the right ones. The ones who will never put you in a position to question their love. The ones who will never let you wonder if they are for you or against you. The ones who will never betray you. And when you find them, you will realize that everything you went through, every tear you shed, every moment of doubt and pain, it was all leading you to them. And that, my friend, is the most powerful truth of all. Loyalty is one of the rarest qualities in this world. We expect it, we value it, we give it freely to the people we love. But too often we are left disappointed. Because loyalty is not something you can demand. It is not something you are owed just because you have been kind, just because you have given your heart, just because you have stood by someone through thick and thin. No, loyalty is a choice that people make, not because they have to, but because they want to. And that's the painful truth. Not everyone will choose to be loyal to you. Not everyone will stand by you when things get difficult. Some people are only loyal as long as it benefits them, as long as they get something in return. And the moment they don't, the moment life tests their commitment, they will walk away without looking back. That is not your fault. It is simply a reflection of who they are. Because true loyalty, it does not waver. It does not disappear when times get tough. It does not change based on circumstances. True loyalty is proven in the moments when it would be easier to leave, but someone chooses to stay. You have to understand this. Just because you were loyal to them does not mean they will be loyal to you. Some people will take everything you give, every sacrifice you make, every ounce of love you pour into them, and they will still betray you. Not because you didn't do enough, but because their loyalty was never real to begin with. They were there for convenience. They were there for what they could get. They were there as long as it was easy. But real loyalty is not about convenience. It is not about taking what you need and leaving when you're done. Real loyalty is about commitment. It's about being there when no one else is. It's about standing by someone when they have nothing left to offer, when life gets hard, when the road gets rough. And not everyone is built for that. Not everyone has that kind of heart. That's why you must stop expecting loyalty from people who have never shown you that they are capable of giving it. The hardest lesson you will ever learn is that some people only pretend to be loyal. They will stand beside you when the sun is shining, when everything is going well, when there is something to gain. But the moment the storm comes, the moment you need them the most, they will vanish. And it will hurt. It will shake you. It will make you question everything, your friendships, your relationships, your trust in people. But listen to me. Their disloyalty is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their character. A loyal person does not leave just because things get difficult. A loyal person does not switch sides when the situation changes. A loyal person does not betray the people they once claimed to love. And that means when someone chooses to walk away, when someone shows you that their loyalty was never real, you must believe them. You must let them go. Because the truth is, losing someone who is never truly loyal to you is not a loss. It is a blessing. You see, loyalty is not something you can buy, not something you can force, not something you can beg for. It is either there or it isn't. And that is why you have to stop making excuses for the people who have failed you. Stop trying to convince yourself that they meant well. Stop giving them chance after chance, hoping they will change. If someone is truly loyal, you will never have to question them. You will never have to wonder where they stand. You will never have to doubt their intentions, because real loyalty is consistent. It does not need reassurance. It does not need to be tested. It is simply there, steady, unshaken, unwavering. And if you have to chase someone for their loyalty, if you have to beg them to stay, if you have to constantly question where they stand, then my friend, they were never loyal to begin with. Loyalty is revealed in actions, not words. Anyone can say they are loyal. Anyone can promise to stand by you, to never leave, to always have your back. But words mean nothing if the actions don't match. Because loyalty is not about what people say, it is about what they do when you need them the most. It is about who picks up the phone when you are at your lowest. It is about who shows up when the world turns against you. It is about who refuses to leave even when there is nothing in it for them. And those people, those are the ones who deserve your trust, your love, your time. Everyone else, let them go. Because loyalty should never have to be begged for. It should never be something you have to question. It should never feel like an option that someone can just turn on and off whenever they please. The truth is, life will test the loyalty of those around you. It will put people in situations where they have to choose between standing by you or walking away, between keeping their word or breaking it, between being real or being selfish. And when that moment comes, you will see people for who they truly are. Some will disappoint you, some will shock you, some will betray you in ways you never imagined. And as painful as that is, it is necessary. Because life is removing the people who don't deserve a place in your future. Life is showing you who is real and who is fake. And though it may hurt now, trust me, you will be grateful for it later. Because the people who leave, they were never meant to stay. And the people who remain, they are the ones who truly deserve you. You have to guard your heart. You have to stop giving your loyalty to people who have not proven themselves. Not everyone deserves a place in your life. Not everyone deserves access to your heart. Too often we give loyalty freely, expecting it to be returned only to be let down. But listen, loyalty is too precious to waste on the wrong people. It is too valuable to give to those who don't appreciate it. So be careful. Pay attention. Watch how people treat you, not just when things are good, but when things are difficult. Because that is when true loyalty is revealed. That is when you will see who is really for you and who is only there for what they could get. And when you see the truth, don't ignore it. Don't make excuses for it. Believe it and act accordingly. I know it's hard. I know it hurts to accept that some people you thought would always be there have turned their backs on you. I know the betrayal stings, but let it teach you, let it sharpen you, let it make you wiser. Because the worst thing you can do is let disloyalty change you into someone you are not. Don't let their actions make you bitter. Don't let their betrayal make you cold. Stay loyal, stay kind, stay true to who you are. But be selective, be intentional. Make people earn their place in your life. And if someone fails you, if someone chooses to betray you, don't beg, don't plead, don't chase. Let them go. Because loyalty is a choice. And if they didn't choose you, you don't need them. So hear me when I say this. Loyalty is rare, but it is real. And when you find it, when you find those people who are truly there for you, who love you without conditions, who stand by you no matter what, cherish them. Because those people, they are worth everything. And the ones who left, they were never worth you to begin with. Pain is one of the hardest teachers in life. It does not ask for permission before it enters your life, and it does not care how much you cry, how much you scream, how much you beg for it to stop. Pain does not discriminate. It comes for everyone, the strong, the weak, the rich, the poor, the young, the old. But listen to me carefully. Pain is temporary. No matter how deep the wound, no matter how unbearable the suffering, no matter how dark the night, pain does not last forever. It feels like it will, I know. When you are in the middle of it, when you are drowning in it, when it consumes your every thought, it feels like it will never end, but it does. Because pain is like a storm. It rages, it breaks you, it shakes you to your core, but eventually the storm passes. And when it does, when the pain fades, when the suffering is over, what remains? Wisdom, growth, strength. Because pain does not come into your life for no reason. It comes to teach you, to mold you, to refine you into someone you never thought you could become. The mistake most people make is trying to run from pain. They numb it, they avoid it, they distract themselves with temporary pleasures just to escape the discomfort. But pain does not disappear just because you ignore it. No, pain stays until it has taught you what you need to learn. And the sooner you embrace that lesson, the sooner you stop fighting it, the sooner you let pain do its work, the faster you will grow. Because pain has a purpose. It forces you to confront things you would rather avoid. It exposes your weaknesses, your flaws, your deepest fears. It shows you who you really are when everything is stripped away. And that is why pain is necessary. Because it reveals the truth. It removes the masks. It burns away everything that is not real. And when the fire is over, when the pain has done its work, what remains is something unbreakable. Some of the greatest wisdom in life is born from suffering. When you go through pain, real pain, the kind that leaves you questioning everything, you gain something that cannot be taught in books, cannot be bought with money, cannot be stolen or faked. You gain wisdom. You begin to see life differently. You stop caring about things that once seemed so important. You realize how fragile everything is, how short life is, how little time you really have. And suddenly you start to value things that truly matter. Peace, love, truth, purpose. Pain has a way of sharpening your vision, of stripping away the illusions, of forcing you to focus on what is real. And that is why pain, though it is temporary, leaves behind something eternal. It leaves behind wisdom, a wisdom that will guide you for the rest of your life. But wisdom does not come easy. It does not come without a cost. To gain wisdom, you must be willing to endure the fire, to sit in the discomfort, to allow yourself to be broken so that you can be rebuilt. And that is why so many people remain stuck in the same patterns, repeating the same mistakes, suffering the same heartbreaks, because they refuse to learn. They fight the pain instead of learning from it. They resent it instead of embracing it. But listen to me. Every painful experience in your life is either a prison or a teacher. You can let it break you, or you can let it shape you. You can allow it to make you bitter, or you can allow it to make you wiser. The choice is yours. The truth is, nothing great is ever born without pain. Every success, every breakthrough, every moment of true transformation is preceded by struggle. The strongest warriors have endured the hardest battles. The wisest people have suffered the deepest wounds. The most powerful souls have walked through the darkest nights. Because pain refines you. It strips away everything that is weak, everything that is fragile, everything that is false. It forces you to tap into a strength you never knew you had. It forces you to face yourself, to confront your fears, to become the person you were meant to be. That is why pain is not your enemy. It is your greatest ally. It does not come to destroy you. It comes to prepare you. Think about it. Every time you have grown, every time you have leveled up, every time you have gained wisdom, wasn't there pain involved? Wasn't there struggle? Wasn't there a moment when you thought you wouldn't make it? When you wanted to give up, when you couldn't see a way out? But you made it through, didn't you? And what happened when you did? You became stronger. You became wiser. You became more aware, more disciplined, more in tune with who you really are. That is the gift of pain. It transforms you in ways nothing else can. It turns your wounds into wisdom, your struggles into strength, your suffering into growth. But the question is, what will you do with that wisdom? Because wisdom is only valuable if you use it. It is only powerful if you apply it. Too many people go through pain, learn the lesson, and then ignore it. They go back to the same toxic relationships. They return to the same destructive habits. They repeat the same cycles as if they learn nothing at all. But real wisdom is not just knowing better, it is doing better. It is changing your life based on what pain has taught you. It is refusing to go back to what broke you. It is walking away from what no longer serves you. It is choosing to grow, no matter how hard it is, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. Pain will come and go, but the wisdom it leaves behind is forever. Every painful moment you endure is adding something to you. It is making you wiser, sharper, more resilient. And one day you will look back on the things that almost broke you and you will realize they didn't break you at all. They built you. They made you who you are. They prepared you for something greater. And that, my friend, is why you must never fear pain. You must never run from it. You must never let it define you. Because it is not the pain that matters. It is the wisdom you take from it. And that wisdom will guide you for the rest of your life. Not everyone who smiles at you is your friend. Not everyone who stands beside you is on your side. Life has a way of teaching this painful lesson over and over again, but some people refuse to learn. They give their trust too easily, expecting loyalty in return only to be left disappointed, betrayed, and broken. Trust is not something you hand out freely like a gift. It is something that must be earned, something that must be proven over time. Because the truth is, not everyone deserves your trust. And if you are not careful, if you do not guard your heart, if you do not watch the company you keep, you will find yourself betrayed by the very people you thought would stand by you. People reveal who they are, not through their words, but through their actions. They can tell you they love you, they can promise they will never hurt you, they can swear their loyalty, but none of that matters if their actions do not align with their words. You must watch how people treat you when they have nothing to gain from you. Watch how they speak about you when you are not in the room. Watch how they react when you succeed, when you struggle, when you need them the most. Because the ones who truly care about you will be consistent. They will not switch up when things get tough. They will not betray you when it is convenient for them. But those who do, those who lie, who manipulate, who deceive, who turn on you the moment it benefits them, those are the ones who never deserved your trust in the first place. One of the hardest lessons in life is understanding that some people were never who you thought they were. It hurts when you realize that someone you trusted, someone you defended, someone you believed in was only using you. But the pain of betrayal is a lesson. It teaches you to be wiser. It teaches you to stop expecting honesty from dishonest people. To stop assuming that just because you are real with someone, they will be real with you. Life does not work that way. Some people are only in your life to take what they can. They will drain you, manipulate you, and leave you broken if you allow them to. That is why you must be selective with your trust. You must protect your energy. You must learn that not everyone deserves access to you. The biggest mistake you can make is believing that just because you have a good heart, everyone else does too. Some people do not care how much you do for them. They do not care how much you love them, how much you sacrifice, how much you show up for them. They only care about what they can get from you. And once they have taken all they can, once you are no longer useful to them, they will walk away without a second thought. That is why trust must be guarded. It must be protected. It must not be given to just anyone who comes into your life. Because some people are not looking to build with you. They are looking to break you. There is nothing wrong with having a good heart, with wanting to believe in people, with wanting to see the best in others. But you cannot let your kindness blind you to reality. You cannot be so desperate for love, for friendship, for connection, that you ignore the warning signs. Because the signs are always there. The red flags, the inconsistencies, the little betrayals that build up over time. If you pay attention, you will see them. But too many people ignore the truth because they do not want to believe it. They make excuses for people who continuously hurt them. They forgive the same betrayals over and over again. They hold on to people who have already shown them who they are. And then they wonder why they keep getting hurt. Understand this. Trust is earned, not given. And once someone breaks it, it is nearly impossible to repair. You cannot keep giving people chances to hurt you. You cannot keep allowing the same people to betray you and then acting surprised when they do it again. If someone has shown you that they cannot be trusted, believe them the first time. Stop expecting them to change. Stop thinking that if you love them enough, if you support them enough, if you prove yourself enough, they will suddenly become loyal. That is not how it works. People do not change unless they want to, and most of the time, people who betray you once will do it again. One of the most powerful things you can do is learn to be okay with walking away from those who do not deserve you. Do not hold on to people out of fear of being alone. Do not keep toxic relationships in your life just because of history. Sometimes the people you have known the longest are the ones holding you back the most. Sometimes the ones you have been the most loyal to are the ones who deserve your loyalty the least. And if you are not careful, if you do not learn to let go, you will spend your whole life trusting the wrong people and suffering because of it. The right people will never put you in a position where you have to question their loyalty. The right people will never make you feel like you have to beg for respect, for honesty, for love. When someone truly values you, they will protect your trust. They will honor it. They will prove through their actions that they are worthy of it. And those who do not, let them go. Do not waste your time trying to fix relationships that were broken from the start. Do not keep trying to prove your worth to people who do not see it. Not everyone deserves your trust. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you will find peace. Your trust is valuable. It is precious. It is not something to be thrown around carelessly. Because once it is broken, it does not just hurt. It changes you. It makes you question everyone. It makes you doubt yourself. It makes you hesitant to open up again, to believe in people again, to let anyone close again. And while it is good to be cautious, do not let betrayal turn you into someone you are not. Do not let the actions of a few unworthy people make you cold, bitter, or closed off. Learn the lesson, but do not lose yourself in the process. Stay wise, stay guarded, but do not stop being the good person you are. Just make sure the people in your life are deserving of that goodness. Betrayal is one of the deepest wounds a person can experience. It cuts through the soul, leaving behind scars that may never fully fade. It shakes the foundation of trust, leaving you questioning everything, your relationships, your instincts, even your own worth. It feels like the end of something precious, the destruction of something you believed in. But as much as betrayal hurts, as much as it breaks you, it is not the end. It is not the final chapter of your story. Betrayal is a doorway, not a dead end. It is a painful transition, but one that leads to something greater. Clarity, wisdom, and the strength to rebuild on a foundation that will never crumble again. The pain of betrayal is intense because it comes from those you least expect. It is never your enemies who truly betray you. It is the ones you trust, the ones you love, the ones you believe would never turn their back on you. That is what makes it so devastating. It is not just the loss of a relationship. It is the loss of an illusion. The illusion that some people were different, that they would never do to you what others have done before. But that pain, that shock, is also an awakening. It forces you to see people for who they truly are, not for who you wanted them to be. And in that truth, painful as it is, lies your freedom. You can let betrayal break you, or you can let it build you. You can drown in the bitterness, let it harden your heart, make you mistrustful of everyone, or you can use it to grow. Because when someone betrays you, they do not just expose themselves, they expose your own blind spots. They show you where you have been too trusting, where you have ignored red flags, where you have given too much of yourself to people who never deserved it. And once you see that, you have the power to change, to protect yourself in ways you never did before. You become stronger, wiser, more aware. That is the gift hidden in the pain. Betrayal forces you to let go of people you never would have walked away from on your own. It rips them from your life in the most painful way possible, but sometimes that is exactly what is needed, because not everyone who walks with you is meant to go the whole journey. Some people are only meant to be a lesson, a stepping stone to something greater. And as much as it hurts, as much as you may want to hold on, you must accept that some losses are actually wins. Some betrayals are actually blessings in disguise. Because every time someone leaves your life through betrayal, they make room for something better. The worst thing you can do after betrayal is close yourself off to life, to love, to connection. It is tempting to shut everyone out, to say, never again, to build walls so high that no one can ever hurt you. But that is not strength, that is fear disguised as wisdom. True strength is learning the lesson without losing yourself. True wisdom is knowing that not everyone is the same, that while some people will betray you, others will be loyal, and you must be open enough to let the right ones in. Do not let the pain of the past keep you from the joy of the future. Healing from betrayal is not about getting revenge. It is not about proving a point. It is about finding peace within yourself. The moment you stop seeking closure from those who hurt you, the moment you stop needing them to apologize, to explain, to regret, that is the moment you take your power back. Because the truth is, some people will never feel sorry. Some will never admit what they did. Some will betray you and sleep peacefully at night without a second thought, but their lack of remorse is not your problem. Your healing is not dependent on their guilt. It is dependent on your decision to move forward. Betrayal is a doorway because it forces you to step into a new version of yourself, a stronger, wiser, more self-aware version. It pushes you out of your comfort zone, makes you reevaluate who you are, what you accept, and what you deserve. It teaches you the power of self-respect, the importance of boundaries, the necessity of choosing yourself over people who do not value you. And once you walk through that door, once you step into this new chapter, you will realize that what you lost was never meant to stay. And what is coming is far greater than anything you left behind. One day you will look back on this moment and see it for what it truly was. Not an ending, but a beginning. Not a tragedy, but a transformation. Because that is what betrayal does when you refuse to let it destroy you. It clears the path. It removes the distractions. It forces you to rise. And those who betrayed you, those who walked away, those who showed their true colors, they will watch from the sidelines as you become everything they never thought you could be. Because while they thought they were breaking you, they were actually setting you free. Silence is often misunderstood. People think that to win, you have to fight back. That to prove your strength, you have to make noise. That to get even, you have to strike where it hurts. But real power doesn't come from reacting. It doesn't come from shouting, exposing, or seeking revenge. It comes from restraint. It comes from self-restraint. It comes from knowing your worth so deeply that you don't need validation from those who tried to hurt you. Silence is not weakness. It is not surrender. It is the ultimate show of strength because it forces people to sit with their own actions. It denies them the satisfaction of seeing you broken, of knowing they got to you. It leaves them questioning, wondering, and ultimately regretting. When someone wrongs you, they expect a reaction. They expect anger, tears, confrontation. They expect you to lose yourself in the pain to prove that they had an impact. But when you respond with silence, when you walk away without a word, you deny them the very thing they wanted, the power to affect you. Silence is unsettling. It lingers in the mind of those who hurt you. It forces them to face their own guilt without the distraction of your emotion. It makes them wonder what you're thinking, what you're planning, whether you've moved on or if you're waiting for the perfect moment to strike back. And that uncertainty, it's far more powerful than any words you could ever say. Revenge might feel good in the moment, but it never truly satisfies. It keeps you tied to the people who wronged you, bound by bitterness, stuck in a cycle of pain. It lowers you to their level, makes you just like them. And the truth is, if someone betrayed you, disrespected you, or hurt you, they've already lost. They have already revealed who they are, and that in itself is their downfall. You don't need to punish them. Life will. Their own conscience will. Their own choices will catch up with them in ways you never have to orchestrate. By staying silent, will be greater with you than engagement. People think silence is empty, but it is full of meaning. It is a statement in itself. It says, I am above this. I will not be pulled into your chaos. I will not let you dictate my emotions. It forces people to reflect, to sit with their choices, to realize that you are not someone who can be manipulated, baited, or controlled. Silence forces them to deal with themselves. And for many, that is the worst punishment of all. Because no one can escape their own mind. They can pretend, they can distract themselves, but deep down, they know. And that knowledge will haunt them long after you've moved on. Choosing silence is choosing yourself. It's refusing to let other people dictate your energy, your peace, your emotions. It's understanding that not every battle is worth fighting, that some fights are won by walking away. It's realizing that your dignity, your self-respect, your future is far more important than proving a point. Some people do not deserve your words. They do not deserve your time. They do not deserve your energy. And by giving them silence, you take away the most valuable thing you could ever give, your attention. In time, those who wronged you will feel the weight of their actions. Not because you punished them, not because you sought revenge, but because life has a way of teaching lessons that words never could. They will see you thriving, growing, becoming everything they never thought you could be, and that will hurt them more than any confrontation ever could. Because the greatest revenge is success. It's peace. It's happiness that does not include them. It's proving without ever saying a word that they had no real power over you. Silence doesn't mean you ignore what happened. It doesn't mean you allow people to mistreat you. It means you acknowledge the pain, you feel it, you learn from it, and then you rise above it. It means you choose healing over hatred, peace over conflict, self-growth over self-destruction. It means you refuse to give your energy to those who never deserved it in the first place. It means you walk away with your head held high, knowing that your silence says more than words ever could. One day, the people who wronged you will realize the power of your silence. They will realize that your lack of response was not weakness, but wisdom. They will understand that you did not lose, you simply chose not to play their game, and that realization will hit harder than any revenge ever could. Because nothing is more powerful than a person who knows their worth, who does not need validation, who does not waste time on people who don't deserve them. Nothing is stronger than someone who chooses silence and lets their success be their answer. So let them wonder, let them question. Let them feel the absence of your words, your presence, your energy. Because while they are stuck in the past, you are moving forward, stronger, wiser, untouchable. And in the end, that is the greatest victory of all. From the moment you take your first breath, the world tries to tell you who you are. People place labels on you, set expectations, judge you based on their own standards. They decide your value based on what you can do for them, how well you fit into their idea of success, how much they can take from you before you realize your own power. But let me tell you something. Your worth is not determined by others. It is not based on their opinions, their approval, or their validation. It is not defined by the way they treat you, the way they see you, or the way they fail to recognize your greatness. Your worth has been set from the moment you existed, and no one, no betrayal, no rejection, no judgment can take it away. People will project their own insecurities onto you. They will try to make you feel small so they don't have to face their own shortcomings. They will try to undermine your confidence, make you doubt yourself, convince you that you are not enough. But understand this. When people treat you like you don't matter, it is not a reflection of you. It is a reflection of them. It is not because you lack value, but because they lack the ability to see it. It is because they are blind to your light, not because your light is dim. Do not internalize their ignorance. Do not let their blindness define your self-perception. You will meet people who will walk away from you, who will replace you, who will treat you like you are disposable. You will experience moments where you feel invisible, unappreciated, overlooked. And in those moments, you might start questioning yourself. You might start believing that if you were different, if you were better, if you changed who you were, maybe they would stay. Maybe they would love you. Maybe they would finally see your worth. But listen closely. Your worth is not something you have to prove. It is not something you have to earn. It is something that exists within you, no matter who recognizes it. You are not defined by the ones who couldn't see your value. You are not measured by the ones who failed to love you correctly. You do not become less just because someone treated you like you were. The problem was never you. It was their inability to appreciate what they had. Some people are simply not equipped to handle realness, to cherish loyalty, to recognize true greatness, and that is their loss, not yours. Their inability to see your worth does not mean it does not exist. It only means they were never meant to be the ones who did. The moment you start living for yourself instead of for the approval of others, you will feel a freedom like never before. You will stop seeking permission to be who you are. You will stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. You will stop allowing the opinions of small-minded people to dictate your path. You will start walking in your power, speaking with conviction, standing firm in your truth. And when you do that, when you embrace who you are without apology, you will attract people who see you, who value you, who celebrate you. Not everyone will understand your journey, and that is okay. Not everyone will appreciate your presence, and that is okay. Some people will take you for granted, and some will lose you before they realize what they had. But do not lower yourself to be understood. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. The right people will recognize you without explanation. The right people will see your value without you having to prove it. The right people will love you without conditions, without hesitation, without making you question yourself. You were never meant to fit into every room. You were never meant to be liked by everyone. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to walk your own path. You were meant to be exactly who you are without compromise. And the moment you embrace that, the moment you stop trying to fit into places you've outgrown, the moment you stop begging for acceptance from those who don't deserve you, you will realize that you were never lacking. You were never the problem. You were always enough. There is nothing more powerful than knowing your own worth. Because when you do, no one can manipulate you. No one can break you. No one can make you feel inferior. You stop seeking validation. You stop explaining yourself. You stop allowing people to treat you like an option. You set standards. You demand respect. You walk away from anything that does not align with your value. And when you do that, when you operate from a place of self-worth, you don't just change your own life. You change the way the world responds to you. So never forget, your worth is not determined by what others say about you. It is not measured by who stays or who leaves. It is not based on what people think you deserve. Your worth is inherent, unshakable, undeniable. And the moment you stop letting others define it, the moment you take ownership of your own value, you become unstoppable. Because when you know your worth, you never settle for less than you deserve. Letting go is one of the hardest things you will ever do. It feels unnatural, like giving up, like losing something that was once a part of you. But in reality, letting go is not weakness, it is strength. It takes courage to walk away from what no longer serves you, to release what you once held onto so tightly. It takes strength to accept that some things, some people, and some situations are simply not meant for you, no matter how much you wanted them to be. Holding on does not make you strong. It only drains you, weighs you down, and keeps you stuck in a cycle of pain. True strength is found in releasing what is already gone, in making peace with what cannot be changed, in choosing yourself even when it hurts. People hold on to things for many reasons: fear, comfort, familiarity. We convince ourselves that if we try harder, if we wait longer, if we give more, things will turn out the way we imagined. But the truth is, some things are meant to end. Some people are meant to leave. Some chapters must close for the next one to begin. Holding on to something that is already broken will not fix it. Holding on to someone who has already left will not bring them back. Holding on to the past will not create a better future. The more you cling to what no longer belongs in your life, the more you block what is meant for you. Letting go is not about forgetting. It is not about pretending that the pain never existed. It is about choosing to move forward despite it. It is about refusing to let your past dictate your future. It is about freeing yourself from the weight of things you cannot change. It is about understanding that you cannot control everything: how people treat you, who stays, who leaves, what life throws your way. But you can control how you respond. You can control what you allow into your life. You can control what you choose to carry with you. And when you choose to let go of the things that hurt you, you make space for the things that heal you. People will disappoint you. They will betray you. They will walk away without explanation, without closure, without regard for the love you gave. And it will hurt. It will shake you to your core. But holding on to that pain will not change what happened. Wishing things were different will not make them so. The only way to truly heal is to release it. To stop carrying the weight of what they did, to stop replaying the memories, to stop giving them power over your emotion. Letting go is not for them, it is for you. It is your way of reclaiming your peace, your happiness, your future. Some people think that letting go means you didn't care. But that's not true. Sometimes you let go because you cared too much, because holding on was breaking you, because you finally realized that loving yourself meant walking away. It is not about being cold or heartless. It is about understanding that you cannot force people to be who you need them to be. You cannot hold on to things that are only causing you pain. You cannot keep sacrificing your peace just to keep something alive that is already dead. At some point, you have to choose yourself. At some point, you have to recognize that your well-being, your sanity, your future is worth more than the comfort of holding on to something familiar. The hardest part of letting go is the fear of the unknown. We fear that if we release what we have, there will be nothing left. We fear that we will never find something better. But the truth is, Letting go is not the end, it is the beginning. It is the space where new opportunities can enter, where growth can happen, where healing can begin. It is the point where you stop looking back and start looking forward. It is the moment you stop surviving and start truly living. The longer you hold on to what is not meant for you, the longer you delay what is. The longer you cling to the past, the more you deprive yourself of the future you deserve. Letting go is not easy, but it is necessary. It is necessary for your growth, for your peace, for your happiness. It is the ultimate act of faith, trusting that what is meant for you will find you, that you do not have to force what is truly yours, that releasing what is not meant for you will make room for something far greater. It is understanding that closure is not something someone else gives you, it is something you create for yourself. It is deciding on your own that you deserve better, that you will no longer accept less than you deserve, that you are strong enough to walk away. One day you will look back and realize that letting go was the best thing you ever did. You will see how much lighter you feel, how much stronger you have become, how much peace you have gained. You will wonder why you ever held on so tightly to something that was only hurting you. And you will be grateful that you had the strength to choose yourself. Because in the end, the things that are truly meant for you will never require you to hold on so desperately. They will stay effortlessly. They will align naturally. They will bring you peace, not pain. So let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of the people who do not value you. Let go of the pain that is weighing you down. Let go of the past that you cannot change. And step into the future that is waiting for you. Because the moment you stop holding on to what is breaking you is the moment you truly set yourself free. Letting go is one of the most powerful choices you can make in your life. It's a process that requires immense strength, courage, and faith. You may find yourself holding on to things, relationships, memories, regrets, or expectations because you fear what might happen if you release them. But the truth is, holding on often does more harm than good. It keeps you trapped in cycles of pain, regret, and unmet expectations. Letting go is not about giving up. It is about setting yourself free. It's about choosing your peace, your happiness, and your future over the pain of holding on to what is no longer meant for you. In every aspect of life, we encounter situations that test our ability to let go. People may disappoint you, betray you, or walk away without warning. And in these moments, it's natural to want to cling to what you thought was stable, secure, or loving. But true strength lies in recognizing when something is broken and knowing when to walk away. It's in accepting that some chapters of your life have ended, and it's time to turn the page. Letting go is not about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of the past so you can step forward into a brighter future. The beauty of letting go is that it opens the door to new beginnings. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you make space for something better to enter your life. It allows you to grow, to evolve, and to align yourself with the future you deserve. You don't have to force or manipulate situations. Sometimes the best thing you can do is release what isn't meant for you and trust that what is will find its way to you. Letting go is an act of faith. Faith that life has more in store for you. Faith that you are worthy of peace, happiness, and love. Throughout your journey, you will face moments where letting go feels impossible. You may want to hold on to people, places, or situations that once brought you comfort, but you have to remember that your worth is not tied to anything external. It's within you, and it always will be. You are not defined by what you have or what you've lost. You are defined by your ability to rise, to rebuild, and to move forward, no matter what challenges you face. There will be moments when you wonder if letting go means you didn't care enough, but in reality, letting go means you cared so much that you chose yourself. It means you recognize that your mental and emotional health are too valuable to be compromised by something or someone that doesn't serve your highest good. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less than what you deserve. Letting go is your way of honoring yourself, of protecting your peace, and of acknowledging that your happiness is your responsibility. As you move through life, you will encounter challenges that push you to make difficult decisions. You will face moments where letting go feels like an act of bravery, a leap of faith into the unknown. But when you let go, you make room for growth. You make room for new opportunities, new experiences, and new relationships that are aligned with who you truly are. Letting go is not a weakness. It's the ultimate strength. It's choosing to take control of your life and your future, even when the past tries to pull you back. So as you continue on your journey, remember that letting go is one of your greatest strengths. It's the key to healing, growth, and moving forward. Don't be afraid to release what no longer serves you. Trust that you are worthy of better, and trust that the universe has a plan for you. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go, and step into the future that awaits you with open arms. Thank you for your time and for allowing me to share these thoughts with you. May you find the strength to let go of what weighs you down and embrace the peace and happiness that lie ahead. God bless you.